Most Toyota problems that send people to the dealership are not actually broken parts. They are confused electronics. After working on these cars for years, I have watched customers spend hundreds of dollars on diagnostic fees, only to discover their vehicle needed a simple reset that takes less than 5 minutes. Toyota builds some of the most reliable vehicles on the road, but their electronic systems can get confused. Sensors can misread data. Modules can lose calibration. Warning lights appear for problems that do not exist. And because most owners do not know these reset procedures, they assume something expensive has failed. What I am about to share are the same methods professional mechanics use before they start replacing parts. These are not internet tricks or sketchy workarounds. They are legitimate diagnostic procedures built into every Toyota. Master these 5 resets, and you will solve problems that would otherwise cost you serious money at the shop. Let's start with the first method. Your Toyota's touchscreen does more than play music. It controls climate settings, displays the backup camera, manages phone connections, and communicates with dozens of vehicle systems. When that screen freezes, responds slowly, or starts behaving strangely, most owners immediately think about disconnecting the battery. That's the wrong approach. Disconnecting the battery causes far more problems than it solves. You will lose radio presets, seat memory positions, clock settings, and sometimes trigger warning lights that require dealer equipment to clear. Toyota engineers anticipated software glitches and built a much simpler solution. Find the volume knob or power button on your infotainment system. Press and hold it for approximately 10 seconds. The screen will go dark, then restart itself. This soft reset clears temporary memory errors while preserving all your personalized settings. The system essentially reboots like a computer, clearing whatever glitch caused the problem without affecting anything else in the vehicle. I have seen this single procedure fix frozen screens, Bluetooth connection failures, backup camera delays, and navigation system errors. If the first reset does not work, try it twice more. Stubborn software issues sometimes need multiple cycles to fully clear. This takes 30 seconds and costs nothing. A dealership visit for the same problem starts at $100 just for the diagnostic fee. Method 2. Power window calibration reset. Here's something that confuses almost every Toyota owner at some point. You disconnect the battery for any reason, maybe to replace it, maybe to install an accessory, and suddenly your automatic windows stop working properly. The one-touch feature disappears. Windows might stop halfway up or refuse to auto-close completely. This is not a broken motor or a failed switch. It is lost calibration data. Toyota power windows use position memory to know exactly where fully open and fully closed positions are. This memory allows the one-touch feature to work and enables the auto-reverse safety function that prevents the window from closing on fingers or objects. When battery power is interrupted, that memory erases itself as a safety precaution. The fix takes less than 60 seconds per window. Roll the window completely down using the switch. Hold the switch in the down position for an additional 2 seconds after it stops moving. Then roll the window completely up and hold the switch in the up position for another 2 seconds after it reaches the top. That is it. The system has now relearned its limits. Your one-touch function returns immediately. I have seen customers pay dealerships $50 per window to perform this exact procedure. 4 windows means $200 for something you can do yourself in under 5 minutes. The window motors are not damaged. The switches are not faulty. The system just needed to relearn its boundaries. If you made it this far, consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It helps me bring you more honest car advice that saves you real money. Method 3. TPMS. Warning light. Reset. That tire pressure warning light on your dashboard causes more unnecessary stress than almost any other indicator. You check all 4 tires. They are perfectly inflated, yet the light stays on. Or worse, you just had your tires rotated or replaced, and now the system seems confused about which tire is which. Toyota's Tire Pressure Monitoring System, TPMS, needs to be told when you have made changes. It does not automatically know you have corrected the pressure or swapped tire positions. The reset procedure varies slightly between models, but the most common method works like this. Turn the ignition to the on position without starting the engine. Locate the TPMS reset button, usually found beneath the steering column or inside the glove compartment. Press and hold that button until the tire pressure light blinks 3 times. Now drive the vehicle for 10 to 20 minutes at speeds above 15 miles per hour. The system uses this time to relearn the pressure readings from each tire sensor. After this drive cycle, the light should turn off and stay off, assuming your tire pressures are actually correct. Some newer Toyota models allow the reset through the infotainment screen. Navigate to Vehicle Settings, find Tire Pressure, and select the Initialize or Reset option. This is the same procedure dealers charge diagnostic time to perform. If your tires are properly inflated and the light will not turn off, try this reset before scheduling a shop visit. In most cases, the light is simply waiting for you to tell the system that you have addressed the issue. Method 4. Throttle Body and Idle Relearn. This reset solves a problem that can mimic expensive repairs. Your Toyota idles rough, hesitates during acceleration, or seems to have lost power. The check engine light might be on, or it might not. You may be convinced something major has failed. Often the issue is simply that your engine's computer has lost its learned idle position and throttle response data. Toyota engines constantly adapt to conditions. The computer learns how much air flows through a clean versus a slightly dirty throttle body. It memorizes the precise idle speed needed to keep the engine smooth. Over time, it builds a detailed profile of your specific engine's characteristics. When the battery is disconnected, or sometimes after certain repairs, this learned data disappears. The engine runs on generic factory defaults that do not match your vehicle's current condition. The result feels like a mechanical problem, but it is actually a software calibration issue. Here is the relearn procedure that Toyota technicians use. First, ensure the vehicle has been sitting with the engine off for at least 6 hours. The engine must be completely cold. Start the engine and let it idle without touching the accelerator. Do not turn on the air conditioning, headlights, or any accessories. Allow the engine to idle for 10 full minutes. During this time, the computer is measuring airflow, monitoring engine temperature changes, and recalculating optimal idle parameters. After 10 minutes, turn the engine off and wait at least 1 minute. Restart the engine and let it idle for another 3 to 5 minutes. The computer is now confirming its new calculations. Finally, take the vehicle for a drive of 15 minutes that includes both city and highway speeds. Use moderate acceleration and normal braking. The computer uses this drive to relearn throttle response across the full operating range. After this procedure, the rough idle typically disappears. Hesitation clears up. The engine feels responsive again. You have just performed a calibration that shops charge an hour of labor to complete. Method 5. Safety system recalibration through driving. Modern Toyota vehicles pack serious technology into their safety systems. Lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking, and automatic high beams. These systems rely on cameras behind the windshield and radar sensors hidden behind the front grille emblem. After certain services, these systems can seem slightly off. Lane keeping might react a moment later than expected. Adaptive cruise control might feel different. The steering might seem slightly less centered. Owners often rush back to the dealer convinced something went wrong during the repair. In most cases, the systems are simply relearning. Toyota designed these safety features to calibrate themselves through normal driving, rather than requiring expensive static alignment procedures for every minor service. The cameras, steering angle sensors, and stability control systems collect real-world data and gradually recalibrate to actual road conditions. This adaptive learning takes time. Usually 15 to 30 miles of normal driving restores full function. During this period, drive smoothly, stay within your lane, avoid aggressive steering inputs, and maintain steady speeds when possible. The systems are measuring, comparing, and adjusting. Understanding this behavior prevents unnecessary panic and wasted dealer visits. If your safety systems feel slightly different after a wheel alignment, battery replacement, or suspension work, give them a few short drives to recalibrate before assuming something is wrong. However, if warning lights appear or systems seem dangerously impaired, do not ignore them. Some situations do require professional recalibration with specialized equipment. The key is recognizing when normal adaptive learning applies versus when a genuine malfunction has occurred. Bonus method: the full system reset sequence. When multiple systems act strange at the same time, sometimes a more complete reset is warranted. This procedure forces all of your Toyota's electronic modules to restart and re-establish communication with each other. Park the vehicle safely with the engine off, then disconnect the negative battery terminal. Wait a full 15 minutes. This waiting period allows capacitors throughout the vehicle to fully discharge. While waiting, press the brake pedal 5 to 10 times. This helps drain residual power from the brake system module. Some technicians also recommend turning the headlight switch to the on position, though the lights will not illuminate with the battery disconnected. That further depletes stored electrical charge. After 15 minutes, reconnect the negative terminal. Start the vehicle and allow it to idle for 5 minutes without touching any controls. Then cycle through each electronic system: air conditioning, radio, windows, locks, and all switches. This full reset can clear mysterious warning lights, fix communication errors between modules, and resolve electronic gremlins that do not respond to individual system resets. Keep in mind that you will need to reset your clock, radio presets, and rerun the power window calibration procedure afterward. Some vehicles may also require you to drive briefly to relearn shift points and idle parameters. When resets won't work, these procedures solve problems that stem from confused electronics, lost calibration data, and temporary software glitches. They do not fix actual hardware failures. If a component has genuinely failed, no reset procedure will help. A dead oxygen sensor needs replacement. A damaged wheel speed sensor requires new parts. A cracked timing chain tensioner must be physically repaired. The value of knowing these resets is eliminating the possibility of electronic confusion before spending money on diagnosis. When you have already tried the appropriate reset and the problem persists, you know with much greater confidence that something actually needs repair. Think of these methods as your first diagnostic step. Professional mechanics perform these same procedures before recommending parts replacement. The only difference is they charge you labor time to do it. Now you can perform them yourself, narrow down real problems, and walk into any shop as an informed customer. Your Toyota was built to last hundreds of thousands of miles. Learning to speak its electronic language helps you maintain that reliability without unnecessary repair bills. If you found this helpful, check out this video where I share the maintenance schedule that keeps Toyota engines running past 300,000 miles.